Good evening and once again welcome to my YouTube channel Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho. And in this video I want us to explain example 2 of shape and space 9. We are looking at 3D or 3 dimension, and we are told that V W X Y Z is a solid regular pyramid on a rectangular base. You can see the base is rectangular. WXYZ, that is the base. WXYZ, that is the base. We are given details that WX is equals to 8 centimeters, as you can see, and XY is 6 centimeters. Those are actually the dimensions of the rectangular base. The vertex V is 12 centimeters vertically above the center of the base. Vertically above the center of the base. And if I may want to interpret what that means, I would suggest that we have the center of the base somewhere there, and the vertex V is 12 centimeters vertically above. Vertically above means just up there, without going to the west or to the east or anywhere. Vertically above, over the head. And find Vx. Now we are supposed to find Vx. And as we suggested, the best thing now is to find out how we can extract or how we can make a right angle triangle or any regular shape that we can work on or work with. And as you can see, we have Vx, which is one of the slanting edges. Vm, let's call this M. M is the point that is right at the center of the rectangular base. So we would want now to look at the base as a rectangle and extract it so that it can give us an idea of what you're supposed to be doing. So if we extract the base as a rectangle, and we're going to have Z, this point, then Y, then X, and then W. This one is going to be 8 centimeters, and this one is going to be 6 centimeters, and M is there. And as you can see, this is 6 centimeters. M being there, we can already see that it is along the diagonal ZX. If we have a diagonal ZX that way, then we can already see that our point M comes in there, right in the middle of the rectangular base. Then because this is 90, we already have a right angle triangle ZWX. And it goes without saying that, that 6 squared plus 8 squared is equals to ZX squared. And this is 36 plus 64. And this is 100. So ZX squared is actually 36 plus 64, 100. And therefore, the square root of both sides, ZX, is 10 centimeters. That is 10 centimeters. And because we are interested in the triangle, VMX, already we can see if the whole of the diagonal is 10, then that is 5 centimeters, and that is 5 centimeters. So we now transport or transfer that information to this particular point, VMX. VMX, we have a right angle triangle at point M, at point M. There we go, right angle triangle at point M. And we can already see that this is V, this is M, and this is X. This is 90. Why is it 90? Because the diagonal ZX represent the base, and VM is perpendicular to the base. Perpendicular means right vertically, because we are told in the question that the vertex V is 12 centimeters vertically above the center of the base. So the base, which is WX, Y, Z, and VM are actually perpendicular. It's like the way you can put a paper, on a table and then have the axe that way. You have the axe, a pen that is standing on the paper right at the middle. So perpendicular. Perpendicular means like this, right at the center, from the center, perpendicular now. And of course, as you can see, that means we have, this is 12, and MX, as you can see, MX is 5. So this becomes now the diagonal of the new right-angled triangle. That means 12 squared plus 5 squared is equals to Vx squared. This is 144 plus 25. 144 plus 25 is 169. Therefore, Vx squared is equals to 169. And it goes without saying, after we get the square root of both sides, then Vx is equals to the square root of 169, which is basically 13, is equals to 13 centimeters. That is as far as Vx is concerned. Now, part B of the question, let us try to work out part B of the question. That was part A. Part B of the question is asking us the angle between Vx and the base. The angle between Vx and the base. And we've already said that the base here is represented by the diagonal xz, and xm is part of it. So in other words, we are asked to calculate the angle between Vx and xm. That angle x, we can call it angle x. And in this case, we just talk, because we know what is this. This is 12. We just go to the tangent of x is equals to 12 out of 5. And x becomes the tan inverse of 12 out of 5. The tan inverse of 12 out of 5, which is shift tan of answer, then we get 67.4 degrees. The angle there is x is 67.4 degrees. That is the response to that particular question. Let us try to look at part C of the question, because it's asking us now, this is part C. The area of the pyramid face VWX. Face VWX. The area of this face we can see. Even if we can just have that face here, it's a triangular face. This is V, this is W, and this is X. And normally, we know like two formulae to get the area of a triangle. There is half times base times the perpendicular height, or there is a half AB sine C. I don't think we can use half AB sine C because we don't have that angle either. But we have the base, which is 8. And we can always calculate this now that we know exactly what is Vx. this is 13. Vx is 13. So if we drop a perpendicular line there, or if you can drop the perpendicular bisector of this angle here, then, and because this one is isosceles triangle, that is 13, and this is also 13, because we would have calculated any of them. It is an isosceles triangle, then it goes without saying, this from this particular point, let's call it px rather, is 4 centimeters, and this is 13. So we can easily calculate the perpendicular height of VP. So we can see 4 squared plus, let's call it h squared is equals to 13 squared, because it is also following the Pythagoras theorem. And 16 plus h squared is 169. And you can see h squared is 169, 169 minus 16, which is basically, I think, 153. Let's see. 169 minus 16, which is 153, 153 centimeters. And therefore, h is the root of 153, is the square root of 153, which is like 12.4, which is 12.4 centimeters. Now, we know that the area is given by half times base times height. It means, therefore, half times this base times the newly calculated height, area, is equals to a half times 8 times 12.4 by 21 by 24. So this is basically 12.4 times 4, which is around 49.5. And the area is calculated, the area is 49.5 to 3 significant figures centimeters squared. And that is just how we were to go about that question. Thank you. Follow me and let us meet in the next video.